I'll tell somebody I'm a filmmaker, and the first thing I get is, oh really? I have this film idea. Oh really? I have this show idea. I've been working on this. I need help with this. Give me. My name is Shania Banton, and I have been a filmmaker for the past 11 years, and I have been a full-time filmmaker for going on 3 years now. And I wanted to make this video for today's OnSet talk because I feel like it's so taboo for some reason to give people advice on how to communicate with filmmakers. Oftentimes, when you are a filmmaker who is like really active, when I say really active, I mean you're constantly pushing out projects, promoting something, working on something. When you are an active filmmaker, you get a lot, and I mean a lot, of people reaching out to you for something or another, either trying to provide you a service, wanting you to work on their project, all of these communications, wanting to sit down and pick your brain. These are so common when you are an active filmmaker, especially in the indie space. And again, I feel like it's always so taboo to talk about it publicly, but I speak about it so much with my filmmaker friends. I just think at this stage, it's time to give some advice. The first thing I'll say is come correct. And I think that goes for every other profession, but when it comes down to filmmaking, I think people don't look at it as a business, but it is. You do have to come correct. I think a lot of people don't look at it as a business because every single project is its own business. In case you guys don't know, every project is its own business. Whoever you hire for your project is who's representing your business. And there are a lot of projects who do not meet basic business standards. This is coming from somebody who has worked their entire career with a 9-to-5 and a 5-to-9. So I've been at multiple corporations. Business is naturally embedded in me. Because I am a director-writer, I treat all forms of communication as operating as a business. I am not super lax in my email. Like, I'm very, very professional in all of my emails. So when I say come correct, I'm talking about the basic standard of like professionalism in your emails. On top of that, you don't know this person who you're reaching out to. Because you're a fan of their work, because you've seen their work, because maybe they talk on their social media, however they present, you still do not know them at the end of the day. So you need to have that same professionalism that you would if you were messaging somebody from HR, if you were messaging a CEO, if you were messaging whomever. You need to have that same level of professionalism. So when I say come correct, that's the baseline of what I'm talking about. I want you to ask yourself this question before you come to a filmmaker. Why should this person give you the time of day? And I say that in like the most respectful way possible. Oftentimes when people are reaching out to filmmakers, they're reaching out with an ask, right? The ask could either be, could we sit down for a one-on-one? Could I pick your brain? Do you need my services? I need your help with doing this project. I want your guidance. I want your information. I want your knowledge. If you are just in general a busy individual, it does not benefit you none to take everybody up on their offer to sit down and let them pick your brain. It actually is really exhausting. So if you, as a person who's interested in picking somebody's brain, talking to somebody, having a coffee chat, I think you should come with the same value that you would, again, if you were reaching out to HR or the CEO of a company. What is this coffee chat for? Because if that's the case, I'm having 15 coffee chats a day. Not only are you coming professional, but what value add are you bringing? And that's not to say that passing down knowledge or providing information is not helpful or appreciated or something that people should do. I actually strongly encourage people to do it. I have a mentorship program, but I have to have discernment when I do it. And the only way for somebody to have discernment is how you are coming to them. That is their first level of discernment. When you come correct, I'm able to use my discernment and say, is this about to be worth my time? Because if there's one thing I have found in this industry, because it's so glamorized, i.e. my last video, so many people are interested, not everybody will take it all the way. So I'm gonna sit here and spend 30 minutes to an hour to hear you express to me your hopes, dreams, and desires, and I'm here to give you information and guidance, and if you're gonna do nothing with it, I just wasted an hour of my time. And that, honestly, this isn't just for filmmaking. This goes for music, this goes for tech, this goes for this goes for every avenue of life. But I'm specifically speaking about filmmaking because I think people forget that it is business. The second thing is, ask yourself, are you being selfish in what you're asking of this filmmaker? Oftentimes, I'll tell somebody I'm a filmmaker, and the first thing I get is, oh really? I have this film idea. Oh really? I have this show idea. I've been working on this. I need help with this. Give me. As appreciative and exciting and beautiful as it is to hear everybody's bold, amazing, great ideas, I want you to stop and think, Don't you think that this filmmaker who you're speaking to also has ideas? Don't you think that this filmmaker that you're speaking to also has ideas that they are actively pouring into and working on and giving their full capacity? So when I say to ask yourself the question of, are you being selfish? It means to ask yourself, am I really asking this person to stop pouring into their ideas to pour into my ideas that I may or may not even be pouring into myself? Whoo-wee. Did I make anybody mad out there? Did I offend somebody out there? I am so not sorry. We all have big, bold, beautiful ideas, but when you present or reach out or contact a filmmaker and your first thing is for them to stop what they're doing to listen to your idea, and not only just listen to your idea, but stop what they're doing to help you with your idea that you may or may not, and the people who may not, how dare you, but the people who may be pouring into those ideas, ask yourself, is it fair of me to ask this person to stop what they're doing and their ideas and the things that they're so passionate about to come and help me with mine? If they were to do that, what value am I adding? Because then now this comes down to, let's say you were to get the ear of a filmmaker who you're really interested in, and you were to pitch them an idea that also excites them, and they're now like, oh yeah, this sounds like something I would love to help with or work on. Why should they? Why should they? And when I say that, I'm not even talking about profit. I'm not talking about ownership, in just the respect of work and business acumen, just in that respect. Because if that filmmaker who is active and serious about their work is working and pouring into their projects, and they stop to help you with yours, and you can't even take the time to pour into your own project, you can't take the time to learn how to do stuff, and you're just expecting them to do for you for the sake of, oh, well, you said you'll help me with this. Really think about how that sounds fair. You should not be selfish when reaching out to other filmmakers. Consider them, consider their ideas, consider their capacity. Do you just want somebody to do the project for you because you're too afraid to do the work yourself and or too afraid to fail the first time? Because honestly, if somebody told me that they need help with the film because they did it and something went wrong and they can't figure out how to make it go right, that's more compelling to me than somebody who's interested in starting a film and has never started. You tried and you failed, and now you just need a little help, versus somebody who's too scared to try it all. And the last thing I'll say is proper consistency. Come close when I say this. Proper consistency. Do not continue to blow this filmmaker up in hopes of building a rapport with them. Yes, it's okay to try to build a rapport and relationship with people that you want to work with, admire, or see a future working with. But there's a difference in building a natural rapport versus constantly hitting this person up just to tell them things about yourself. Do you actually have something to share with them? This goes back to the being selfish part. Actually have something to say, especially when you don't have that rapport yet. What it feels like is you're just looking for somebody to say they're proud of you. What it feels like is you're just looking for somebody to say congratulations. And as beautiful and as sweet as that is, and yes, that can happen, they'll say congratulations. It's not actually building the rapport that you think. Building that rapport is, you know what, I see they're having something. Let me show up and go and have a conversation with them. That's a way to build rapport. You know what? I actually have something that may interest them. Let me see if I can get 10 minutes on their calendar. But just consistently hitting them up to say, hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing that. Doing that with just a fellow filmmaker, it's a lot. I really want it to be clear that as a filmmaker, and at least in my opinion, learning is the most important thing that you can do. Learn how to communicate, learn how to do the job, learn to take the risk, learn to work hard on your own project before you reach your hand out for everybody to help pull you up. I come from the era of the web series boom, right? The era of doing it yourself. A lot of what I learned on my own and or from experience. I did it myself. Did I do it wrong a lot of the time? Absolutely. But guess who has it right now? Guess who is able to learn from that now? Because you cannot be afraid to learn as a filmmaker. For the people who ride with you through that learning, oh, they love to watch it. I promise you, they're not judging you. They're not laughing at you. They're not looking at it as cringe. When they see you getting it wrong and then they see you getting it right, it no longer becomes embarrassment. It becomes testimony.